filters transform the data before it is processed by a directive and displayed in a view without modifying the original data in the scope. This allows the same data to be displayed in different ways in different parts of the application. Filters can perform any kind of transformation, but for the most of the part, they are used to format or sort the data in some way. There are two different categories of filters available in AngularJS: formatting filters and array transforming filters. We're going to start our discussion first with formatting filters. Formatting filters are used to format data like currency, date, and number. So I have my example project in place. Let's go through it quickly. You can see I have new data here. This time I'm using course data, which contains the collection of courses to be prepared in coming months. Each course is having a name, category, timeline for course to be prepared, and tentative price. In my presentation, I am using ng-repeat directive to repeat and display this course collection. Simple, as we know how to display collection of data now. Let's run the application. So our collection of courses are getting rendered, but we got a problem here. We are showing the price here, but we didn't specify which currency it is. So to format this price data, we can use currency filter of AngularJS. So to use filter, we just need to identify the data we need to format in the view and use a pipe character in front of it, then the name of the filter and the arguments to the filter using colon. As I want to format this price with $, so I'm going to pass $ as an argument to my currency filter here. Simple, right? Let's refresh the application and there we go. The price is in $. Now, even if I remove this $ as argument to filter, currency filter default behavior is to format with $. Let's refresh again. We get the same result. Formatting dates is the most common scenario. As we don't have dates here in my data, I'm going to convert this timeline, which is in days, to date. So let's write a function on $scope object, say get target date, to convert this timeline to actual target date. And it's going to accept one parameter, which is timeline in days. Let's create a data object which will refer to today's date. Then we are going to use this timeline in day and add it to the today's date. Finally, let's return this new converted date. Now the function is ready. Let's call it using timeline as argument here inside our view. Great, so this will return me the data object, which I'm going to format using date filter, passing format string as an argument. You can search for this format string on Google. So you can see we have a lot of different formatting options which we can combine to create a format string. And I did the same here, date, then month, and a year. Refresh the application. Awesome. So our timelines are getting displayed as actual target dates. Two more simple filters we can use to convert string to an uppercase or lowercase. So I'm going to convert my course name to uppercase and course category to lowercase. Refresh again. There we go. Strings are formatted to uppercase and lowercase. One advantage of using filters is we can chain multiple filters together. So I can add one more pipe character here in my timeline column after date filter and apply one more filter, say uppercase filter. Refresh again. Cool. We got multiple filters applied to one data. Now I want to conclude this lecture with one last filter which is not used for display purpose, but it's helpful for developers. The JSON filter, which creates JSON string of JavaScript object. So I'm going to add one more column to my table, give it a heading of JSON, then a data column. Here inside this column, I'm going to use my course JavaScript object to convert to JSON string using JSON filter. Refresh for the last time, and there we go. Course object converted and displayed as JSON string. So filters are the reusable code we use for formatting data. That's why we don't create it on scope. Keeping it global helps us in use them anywhere on any view in our AngularJS applications, and we can create our own custom filters as well.